If you're in Hyderabad, you've probably felt it, right? That little sting when you pay for your morning idli or your evening snack, and the bill is, well, it's just higher than you remember. It's a feeling we all share. And in this explainer, we're going to try and get to the bottom of why our everyday food is suddenly costing so much more. So let's just dive right into the question we're all asking. You go to grab a quick bite, something you've done 1,000 times, but lately that price just feels off. I'm here to tell you, it's not in your head. So what's really going on that's making our wallets a little lighter after every single meal? And that feeling, it brings us to our first section. Let's call it morning sticker shock. You know, that jolt you get at the counter when you realize your daily budget is just not stretching as far as it used to. And look, we're not talking about fancy restaurants or anything like that. We're talking about the essentials. The breakfast that kicks off your day, those quick snacks you grab on the go. These are the foods that are just part of the daily rhythm of life here in the city. And this is the reality we're all dealing with now. It's a widespread price hike. It's hitting everything from your favorite dosa spot to that little corner samosa stand. This isn't just one or two places. It's a feeling that's sweeping across the entire city. Okay, so we've all felt the problem. But what's actually causing it? Well, the answer, believe it or not, might have to do with something happening in the kitchen. It's what our source material calls the cylinder connection. And here it is, the main culprit, a commercial cylinder crisis. You gotta remember, every single tiffin center, every street vendor, every small restaurant, they all depend on these gas cylinders to cook our food. They are literally the fuel for the city's food scene. So when there's a problem with their supply or their cost, well, that creates a ripple effect. It's a pretty simple chain reaction when you break it down. First, the vendors get hit with this cylinder crisis. That immediately makes it more expensive for them to prepare the exact same food they've always made. So to stay in business, they really have no choice but to pass that extra cost on to us, the customers. It's a tough situation for sure. So that explains why the prices went up. But what happens next? This brings us to maybe the most frustrating part of this whole thing, something our source calls a one-way street. And here's the million rupee question, isn't it? Let's say the cylinder issue gets fixed and vendors' costs go back down. Logically, the price of your dosa should go down too, right? I mean, that only seems fair. But here's the grim reality, at least according to our source, and I'm quoting this directly. In our India, once prices are increased, will never decreased. It suggests that this price hike isn't just temporary. The reason for the increase might go away, but the higher prices, they're probably here to stay. So why? Why don't prices ever seem to come back down? Well, the source points to one last pretty sobering factor, a lack of accountability. Basically, the idea is that there's no real system in place for us, the consumers, to challenge these prices and demand they be lowered again. And that really leaves us all with a much bigger question to think about. If the cost of our daily life can be pushed up for good because of a temporary problem, what does that mean for our budgets, for our cities, for all of us? It's a puzzle that goes way beyond just the price of your breakfast.